Okay, so this time you should flip over to Jurassic Park. Please make sure that you have the correct piece of music in front of you, and it says second violin. You're looking at the second violin part, viola, or cello, depending on what instrument, what section you're playing on. So this one says it's at 96. We are definitely not taking 96. We're taking full Jurassic Park mode. So we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 3, and 1. Now the good news is it's in a pretty familiar key, which is D major. The bad news is there's some rhythms that might come at you, some dotted rhythms really quickly. If it's slurred, slur it. If it's hooked, hook it. Don't mess that up. So let's go ahead. Does anybody see anything off the bat that you're like, ooh, I don't know about that note. I don't know about what that is, articulation marking or something like that. I think we should be all good. Doesn't look super confusing, but this is a good example of what we might encounter at the actual performance assessment. So we have some rhythms that you don't want to copy, you want to play them correctly. Can everybody look at measure 15? Can you clap measure 15? Ready? This speed. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, do that again. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Make sure. 1 and 3 and 1. Not 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Don't lazy rhythm that. Okay, first violin's the same rhythm for you happens all throughout this piece. Measure 3, measure 5, measure 7, that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Or sorry, measure 7 and 3, measure 5 is a little bit different. So can I get the first violins to clap let's do measure 4. From measure 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, ready? 1, 2, ready, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, let's do that again. Make sure you're counting. That's why we worked on that counting, is counting left. Even it's 1, 2, 3, 4, because we don't have to quite subdivide, but if you can, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, do the subdivision too. Let's do it. 1, 2, count loud, measure 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Okay, not bad, not bad. That was pretty. Make sure that you're going that strong. Some of you younger players tend to back off when you're not 100% confident with stuff. You're gonna be right more times than you're wrong. Okay. Now, when we get to measure 9, do not, second violins, don't back off, because the first violins, they have rest all the way to 17, pick up a 17. So it's all on you, second violins, to carry this melody. The violas and cellos kind of join you throughout this, but do you see measure 13? That's the one I'd worry about right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Same thing they just clapped right there. Let's shadow bow, pick up a 17, everybody, pick up a 17. Remember anytime you pick up, you do an up bow. Okay, ready? Shadow bow. Make sure your neighbor, remember, if they ever put that bow anywhere near that string, you immediately tell them. Good job. See? We're learning. There you go. It's really easy to do that. It's really easy to forget. Ready? Measure 17, pick up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 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 and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're probably fine at that point right there, but I saw a lot of people messing up measure 19 seconds and first violins. So can you clap measure 19, please? It's really just the first thing right there. Ooh, you guys are making hard rhythms, easy rhythms hard. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. See, that wasn't good. Okay. let's make sure we clap it so we know when there's a mistake. If you guys are hiding or waiting for somebody else, you're going to do the same thing when you actually play the music. First one we did, Forrest Gump, that's easy. This is way more difficult, okay? Clap it like you mean it. Measure 19. Ready? 1 and 2 and ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, when you see this kind of rhythm, and violas, I do not see it. It would be, do you have a eighth note, 2 eighth notes, and the second eighth note is tied to a quarter note? Do you have that rhythm anywhere in this piece? I don't think you do. Okay, so seconds and first violins. Anytime you see this rhythm, think about it from in reverse. If you look at the end of the measure, you see 2 quarter notes. That's easy, right? So whatever you do on those first 2 beats, 3, 4, right? You've at least got 3, 4. So clap that again, even if you mess up the first one. I haven't given you an answer to the first one, but you know it. 1 and 2 and ready, clap. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. See, some of you still didn't go 3, 4 because you weren't counting out loud. Ready? 1 and 2 and ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. There. See? It's really easy. Don't make easy rhythms hard. Now, you know, if I were to tell you, hey, clap beat 1 to this, what would you clap? Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and no, you wouldn't go. That's half of beat 1. We need the full beat 1, right? Like if I were to draw 2 eighth notes on the board, like that would be beat 1, right? You guys would never mess that up. 1, 2, okay? Clap beat 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, right? Now it's just tied over into beat 2. So don't make 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Clap the whole measure. 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay? Now everybody shadow bow measure. Pick up a 17. Shadow bow. Watch your neighbor. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. That's 29 right there. Now basses, you are taking over right there on those D, G, D, A, that measure 25, 26. That's just G right there, so make sure you play it loud. I know those open strings are really tough for you guys. Not. Okay, so measure 35 is all together. We are just about out of time. Okay, so let's play it. Make sure you play the right key signature. If you've got any extensions, cellos, make sure you're doing them on the G and C string. Okay? This is for real. We're actually playing. My tempo. Don't you drag. fine, but we missed a couple of things that, we missed a couple of things in the back here. What did you guys miss just now? Right there, fortes. How many of you played dynamics that time? Felt like you were like, okay, that's a few more. We need 100% of that. So anytime we bring that attention to it, that's something you guys should automatically, it should just be just as you're reading these pitches right here. Now, we had first violins, did not get that rhythm. I don't think you got that rhythm once that we did. And it's a super easy rhythm. The problem is, you're viewing it incorrectly. You're looking at all the slurs and the ties. Instead of looking at all the slurs and ties, at least you focus on beat 3 and 4, that's good. You just need to focus on what notes are actually played. Instead of looking at that second beat, which is what's messing you up, you should look at that first beat, that da-da, 3, 4, because that's all it is. 1 and 3, 4. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back, and this time I want to play it a second time and show you guys, even though that was easy and you guys did a really good job on that, I think you could have gotten a whole lot more the first time. It's always the reflection we get after the sight read is man, I should have gotten that the first time. Well, that just comes from actively being proactive when you're watching the music and you're playing the music. Always looking ahead to see what's going on, because the stuff that you're going to miss points on, like last year, we got a very, very high score on sight reading, and it was one of the reasons why they were so successful. But that was the reason, was they got everything in the sight read. Okay, and you have to get all the parts to it. If you play perfectly in tune, you have a great tone, and you have perfect rhythm, but you have no musicality in it, you miss every single dynamic marking, your score will be the same as somebody who did sort of good intonation, sort of good tone, but did something, even if it's something little. Even if it's there's a little bit of contrast in dynamics there. That group is going to score the same point because they got points in every category, as opposed to missing an entire category, which I felt like you guys probably would have missed a lot of points in that the category musicality. Okay, so let's play this one again and see how you do on the second run. Let's go a little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cellos. Remember that C sharp thing I reminded you of before that? That's a 7th grade mistake if I've ever heard one. Okay? So make sure that we're not making those kind of mistakes. But overall, I think you guys are doing very well. Okay.